From the Swedish Genealogy Guide, I'm Jeff Morris. And in this lesson, I'm going to show you how to read a Swedish birth and christening entry from 1803. This example is from Ljusdal Parish in Gävleborg County. And the first thing you want to do is get used to how the record is organized. In looking at this example, I can see that each entry is written completely across the open book. I'm going to go through each column to talk about what it is for, and then I'm going to go back and read through one entry to just help with reading the handwriting. So starting from the left, the first two columns refer to the entry number. The letter N in the upper left-hand corner is an abbreviation for the word nummer, meaning number. And then the next column is the actual entry number. The next column is the place of residence of the mom and dad at the time of the christening. And the next column is the names of the parents, including the age of the mother. The next column is the name that was given to the child at the time of the christening. And then you have the birth, month, and day. And then the christening month and day. And then you have this column where he's just been adding notes. And then the next column is actually the entry number again. So this corresponds to the entry numbers on the far left. And then the next section on the right is where the names of the godparents and where they live is written. Okay, so let's zoom in and look at a specific example. So let's take this one. Entry number 18. So we have the entry number on the far left. The mom and dad are living in a place called Sör Kämsta. And their names are Johan Jonsson. This letter H stands for the word hustru, which means wife. And her name is Sigrid Johansdotter. And she is 33 years old. The next column shows that the child's name is Jonas. And he was born on March 15th and was christened on the 16th. So let's move over to the right side. So we continue on entry 18. Looking at the godparents, the first thing we see is an abbreviation. Well, this is a letter B. It stands for the word bonde, which means farmer. And his name is Per Jonsson. Och means and. Des means his. And then hustru means wife. And her name is Brita Persdotter. And if you look at the last letter on the word Pers, you see this is actually a lowercase s written in the Gothic style of handwriting. And so what we have here is an entry that was written in two forms of cursive handwriting. You have the romanized handwriting that we're more familiar with today, but then we still have these remnants of the older Gothic form of handwriting. And then the next abbreviation is DR, which stands for dotter. So Persdotter comes together there. The letter I is E, which means at or by. And they are living in Sandvik. Now the next abbreviation that we see is a DR, which stands for dräng. So in this case, it refers to that this man is single, but it can also mean laborer as his occupation. And his name is Olof Jonsson. Och means and. And then we have the abbreviations B and D. And the D was written not really clearly, but as I compared it to other examples on the page, it is a D. And that stands for bonddotter. So This woman is a daughter of a farmer who lives here in the parish. And her name is Anna Andersdotter. I is at or by Söderkämsta. So they are living in the same village that the mom and dad were living in. So let's go to a word that maybe you just don't know what it means, and you'd like to use an online tool to help you figure out what it is. And let's look at this word right here. It's the occupation of the dad. And as we look at that, we see that it begins with the letter N, like Nancy. And then you've got the A, which is the A with two dots above it. And I know that because it's got that little squiggly mark right above the A. So, I guess it could be an the O with two dots, or a A with two dots. But that little squiggly is what indicates that it's one of those two letters. And then we have the letter M, and then D, and then maybe another M. So I'm going to go to the Swedish Historical Dictionary database. I go to the homepage of Swedish Genealogy Guide. I come up and click on the word dictionaries. Then I come down and just click on Swedish Historical Dictionary Database, or SHDD. I scroll down a little bit and I click the letter N, and then I'm going to click on the A with two dots here on the side, M, D, and then I come down and click on search. I scroll down and I see here's a word that looks like it could be it. It's nämndeman. And nämndeman is referring to an assignment that this person had at the time, where he was serving on a local jury. Well, with that, we are done. If you appreciate this content, I would be grateful if you would give it a like or share it through one of the social media channels. Thank you.